Hello there and welcome back to another Apxt stock update. In tonight's one we are having a quick look at when the merger might take place, what is going to happen leading up to the merger, and generally opinions around this stock. So of course we've been making a few of these videos now and we do intend to keep making these because you guys do seem to love them. So if you do love them, please do show your support by leaving a like and subscribing. We're just about to check how many subscribers we are on. I do believe we are quite high up now. We're on about 1,440, so not bad at all. Let's try get up to 2,000 as fast as possible. I'm sure you guys can help us out, so if you do like the channel, please do support it. Of course, we do now have a Discord link to that is in the description. That is all about stocks, of course, and yeah, you can find that down there. So then let's have a quick look at how the price has been moving today. So what we really need to do is put this one into context, and in the context of, the past week or so, we can see that it's actually following the similar trend to where it was at yesterday, so it's not really moved too much, and that is not necessarily a bad thing, especially when we look back out to 1 month, because we did see quite the big sell-off, and from that point, it did actually take a recovery, which is nice to see. So going from that low point, we are actually up quite significantly, so from a percentage point, we're up about 5%, so not bad at all for 2 days, and I think it's really going to be the start of this company going back up. I do believe that the only reason why it went down, as far as I'm concerned, is because one, it was a bad day in general for a lot of different companies, and a lot of companies went down, so of course that's never a good sign for any any individual stock. Another thing is simply due to the fact that the news came out about the merger taking place, and then people bought in the hype, and we all know how this one goes on. Some people do like to sell the news, some people are in it for a short-term profit, and you know what, fair play to them, but I think it was them who did force the price down. So of course that's not necessarily a bad thing to see, but I do believe that's what happened. As you guys know, I am not, a person who has a problem with a healthy bit of profit taking here and there. I personally believe it will help the growth of the stock over a long-term period, but I don't think it's anything bad to worry about at all. So yeah, looking at this, I definitely think we are seeing a more recommendable point to get in when we're looking at price, because of course, back when we were looking at this first initial increase, I mean, yes, if you'd have held it until now, you would have not really lost that much. You'd have only been down, 7%, which actually sounds quite bad, but when you put it in comparison to the 12% earlier this week, you would have still not been down too much. But of course, it's a case of that initial hype happened, and that was not going to keep going. So even if the stock was to go to 20, 30, 40, $100 even, it is not going to be a straight line all the way up. You guys already know that. So yeah, it's important to just analyze points where you do have the potential to get in my opinion. And of course, I am not a financial advisor, but I definitely say that we are looking in more of a better stead to get into the stock right now. So when do we see this merger taking place? I am not 100% sure. I did have a quick bit of research, but if it is going to take place, and I do believe it is, I can see it happening potentially in Q1 of 2021. I can't really see it happening any earlier than that, but I could be completely wrong with that one. So I'd like to see that in the first quarter of 2021. So of course, leading up to that merger, we will probably see more hype, but the longer that, the merger isn't really announced, or at least isn't in the mainstream knowledge, I think it will take longer for the stock to grow. And of course, hype will probably die out if that doesn't happen. So we would like to see that executed as soon as possible, and we'd like to see it go through in a positive manner. And I personally do believe it will, but we'll just have to see what happens, and of course we'll keep you updated in another update video when that does come out. So just to conclude, you guys actually in the comment section of the last video, I asked you guys what your opinions were. Feel free to leave them in this one, by the way. We only had one comment out of 30 saying that they were not a fan of the stock. Everybody else seemed to like it, and I think people were more than happy to buy in at this point. My personal opinions are, yes, it's probably a decent point, or at least as good of a point as ever to buy in, simply due to the fact that, like I said, it looks like we are seeing this decrease slowing. I think at that point we are probably going to see some more on the upside. So I would like to see that come towards the end of next week, when we will hopefully be up at new highs on the stock. But either way, I will keep you updated, so please do subscribe for that. And of course, I'll see you in the next one tomorrow, if not later. So thank you for your view. Have a wonderful day.